일단 가자. 너 일로 와. 아이 깜짝.
There's something in there.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
아이씨.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
뭐래?
Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Revelio. Leviosa. Incendio. Expelliarmus.
뭔데?
Revelio.
그림의 비밀. 저 뭐냐?
Oh dear, I shall get in trouble for this.
뭔데 또 왜? 왜 그래?
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank
너
you for
안경
asking.
유행이야?
I'm Cressida, by the way, and I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds a rather complicated way to simply avoid carrying your books.
Possibly. But where's the fun in simplicity? New charms and spells have to come from someone. Why not me? I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened a piece of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me.
Eh?
There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
아, 네 똥을 네가 치워야. 알았어, 일단
I
해줄게.
suppose I could help if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it.
아이고, 간지러워.
One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands.
내 손에
If you
들어오는
could
건
collect
괜찮고.
them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
아이씨, 안녕 저거. 개간냐.
Revelio.
이 뭔데?
Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
오! 보시오. 오!
Revelio.
저거 해야 되는데. 아이씨. 너 누구니? 오! 아싸. 원형 금태 안경. 에헤이. 이것도 나쁘지 않다. 빨리 열어라. 그래서 저 책의 비밀은 이거 뭐야? 이걸 해볼까?
Lumos.
오!
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
계단? 이거 아니야? 계단은 여기밖에 없는디? 여기 있어? 여기 갔다. 여기다! 뭐야? 일로와 이 개새끼야.
Little more. Not stopped. Perhaps I need to keep casting Lumos on it. Lumos.
I think they were talking away.
아, 이렇게 뛰어. 빨리 따라와. 요다가 이렇게 팍.
I
Okay.
knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
이딴 식으로 한다 이거지? 씨발.
Revelio.
존나 무서워. 아, 이거 해보자. 0이었지? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 까봐. 11, 20, 2, 13 면은 7에 8 1, 2, 3 1, 2, 3 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 거미. 팔에
Revelio.
어딨냐? 됐다. 맞나?
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue powder.
이 근처 발이 어디야? 저기 있다. 아, 밑에 거 가야지. 그래서 17 3, 4 1, 2, 3, 4 5 5 플러스 아니 12 12에서 6, 7 8, 9 12에서 9 빼면 3 1, 2, 3 뱀대가리 메두사 이거 앞으로 불러야지 이렇게. 예스.
Revelio.
스타일리시 교복. 전혀 스타일리시하지 않아. 이게 스타일이지. 11렙 12까지 얼마 안 남았어. 그리고 저기 했고
Revelio.
I'm going to have to use Accio to get... Got it. Only 4 more to go.
Revelio.
This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her.
풀잠짜리 스튜. 게리스가 위즐리 조카야? 조카.
Revelio. Revelio.
책이 날아다닌다며. 와이 새끼. 아, 너
Revelio.
저기 있다. 넌 이름이 뭐니?
Lumos.
체크리?
Revelio.
저기다. 와이 새끼야.
That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
어? 저거 뭐야? 또 어떻게 가? 아 1층? 어? 저 초록색 뭐야?
Revelio.
아 그냥 불. 줄무늬 기숙사 어쩌고 스카프. 에이샹. 10이다. 아. 오케이 스타일리시해. 목도리 망토. 오케이. 잠옷? 어린 왕자다. 뭐야 뒤에? 뒤에 무슨 모양이야? 책? 어? 이게 더 좋은 거잖아. 머리도 하얀색으로 할걸.
Revelio.
Lumos.
따라와. 불러도 되냐? 야.
Revelio.
저 어떻게 가지? 여기 저 길이 있을 것 같은데? 아닌가? 뭐야 뭔 소리야 무섭게 하지마. 아이씨. 야, 책.
Hello, Cressida. I collected your book.
빨리 보상을 내놓으시지.
Unless you want your classmates to know how you really feel about them, you might reward me for my time.
Oh, you're not at all who I
Eh?
thought you to be.
그래, 그렇겠지.
And you're not who I thought you to be. Based upon your diary, you seem terribly judgmental.
Fine. I shall pay you. But you cannot begin to imagine what I shall be writing about you next.
이 새끼 봐라.
Should never have
너 머리가
trusted
좀
them.
뽀글뽀글하다. 고데기 알아? 내 고데기 온도 체크 좀 해줘.
Revelio.
쾌. 어? 던컨 홈하우스. 이게 보상이니? 이쁜데. 감사.
Outside your dormitory.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
세계수. 방 안에 있냐? 아이 다 젖었네. 씨. 내고.
Revelio.
던지고. 아이씨. 뭐야? 아이 뭐 매달릴 수도 있어. 유익이냐? 아이 개새끼.
Incendio.
어? 이 새끼 쳐다보는 거 봐라.
Lumos.
무시지?
Levioso. Accio.
널 조질 수 있는 게 뭐가 있을까 한번 찾아봐야겠다.
Expelliarmus. Revelio.
저거 없다. 뭐예요?
Revelio.
얘들아 여기 뭐 있지 않았냐? 여기 있다. 보자. 물 한잔 하다 모르겠어.
Revelio.
세상에나 대체 옷이 그게 뭐니? 누구한테 말하는 거니?
Revelio.
나야?
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora
Manuel 교수.
dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello.
나 알아?
Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden.
머리가 장미 같지?
We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing
Oh?
bulb.
저거 되게 위험한 거 아니에요?
Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
그 목화.
Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
하! 아이! 야 마늘!
Place your mandrake in the new pot and cut down the soil!
야! 어우, 무대리 무과장인가?
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease.
웃음이 나와요?
Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
이쁘니까
Now
봐줬다.
for our next task, we'll be planting dittany
야,
to our
널로
potting
와봐.
tables.
I should think Professor Garlic would be more
어?
careful
이
with
새끼
her
나 찔렀어.
mandrakes.
이 새끼. 아! 다 불태워버리겠다.
The
봐.
best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
불태워버릴 거야.
Revelio. Incendio.
아줌마.
Hippogriffs like knotgrass.
뭐래니? 아줌마.
Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
귀 떨어지는 줄 알았어.
I nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
누가 중얼거려? 이 새끼들 수업 시간에 떠들고 말이야.
Incendio.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion,
아,
as
이거예요?
you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
Pardon me, Professor. What am I supposed to do with the dittany seeds?
Your part in all this floral alchemy is simple. Take the seeds to your potting table, plant them, and then wait for harvest time.
어? 뭐래? 나 못 들었어. 미안.
Pardon me, Professor. What am I supposed to do with the dittany seeds?
Your part in all this floral alchemy is simple. Take the seeds to your potting table, plant them, and then wait for harvest time.
이거야? 오우. 10분 동안 기다려야 돼요?
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
그래요? 그런 걸 학생한테 막 시켜도 돼?
Incendio.
Hello.
아이, 꺼져.
Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice work in defense
저-
against the dark arts, by the way.
이래 새끼야, 빨리.
Excuse me?
Your
Yeah.
duel with Sebastian, and he's good. See, here we are. Home of
뭐래?
the
아,
Chinese.
시끄러.
Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
I'm sorry. What do I need to do?
Garlic said she wanted you to have a go at tending the cabbages. Give them some time to chomp and whatnot.
Oh.
Nothing to it, really. Just toss some of those Chinese chomping cabbages out. You'll see fairly quickly why we call them that.
나 다 뽑아버렸는데. 아. 뭘로? 탭을 누른 상태로. 아. 하려고.
Oh, look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left the honking daffodils in tatters.
양배추가 너는 안 깨무나 보다?
Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Trust me, Leander. I was imagining it the entire time.
You were?
너한테 한번 뿌려봤어.
Of course. You're, not someone to be trifled with. I see that. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class.
이 새끼 방금 패드립 한 건가?
Take your time. See you back in class.
어우 깜짝이야 씹새.
Expelliarmus! Incendio!
쌤.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our
Sam.
dragon hide.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Thank you,
Hello?
Professor. But looking after plants isn't all that thrilling to me.
선생님
I think you'll
상처받겠다.
come to see that the fruit is well worth the labor. As we herbologists like to say, tend to your plants and they'll tend to you.
존나 문제아가 되겠어.
Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
비켜.
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pot.
뭐라는 거야 이 새끼는 저거. 아까부터 계속 떠들고 있어요.
Hard hearing.
Revelio.
시끄러 죽겠어 아주 그냥. 잠깐만. 어허 공냥. 아 아니구나.
Professor Weasley
어?
said she'd help.
여기 애들이 왜 이렇게 많아졌냐? 야 뭐야 너네 이동 수업이냐?
Should never have trusted them.
쉬는 시간인가? 아이 인연이 또. 에이 깜짝 놀래라.
Revelio.
아유 뭐 이렇게 패가 많아. 비켜.
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the
Yeah.
incident in Hogsmeade?
Professor saw all of that. Desk. I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
뭔데 혼자 중얼중얼거려 이 새끼들이.
Revelio.
야 방금 무슨 소리 못 들었냐? 응? 아 있다. 아 이런 씨. 누가 여기다 동전 늘렸어? 부정들이지 않아. 똥 싸고 왔나? 배 아프게.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Point for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own.
위겐웰.
You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
뭐야, 뭐 알려주지도 않고 레시피 보고 알아서 해라 이거야?
Use a strong,
이럴
even
거면 교수가 왜
motion
있어?
when crushing your ingredients.
재료 빻기. 빨리 좀 움직여.
Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions.
에헤, 그렇게
One
넣는 거
errant
아닌데.
sneeze could be disastrous.
그렇게 넣는 거 아니라고, 조미료를. 먹어봐 이제. 간 맞나 확인해야지. 한입 해. 저씨 나한테 온다. 너 조심해, 터지겠다.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
집에 가, 새끼 너. 쭈글쭈글 말이 많아 이 새끼.
Revelio.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
오케이. 뭐 알고 싶은데?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related
아,
to
너야?
Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh.
너냐 그
But she
조카가?
can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
아씨, 호구된 느낌인데?
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
그래?
I've
못하겠네.
enough to worry about collecting the ingredients he wants me to get. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I understand. I'll sort something else out.
그리고 난 쌤한테 일러야지. 쌤! 쌤. 이거 아니잖아. 여기 있다. 쌤, 제발요. 쟤 이상해요.
Professor, what should I be doing again?
You should have collected the ingredients from my office and begun brewing a potion at your cauldron.
오케이, 알았어요. 쌤, 제가 좀 이상한데 저거? 제가 나 짬 시키려고 그랬는데.
Remember.
Revelio.
그래. 이거구나, 깃털이. 잠깐, 나 이상한 모자. 오케이, 좋았어. 취침용 모자에 잠옷 같은 옷을 입고 이렇게 다녀도 될까?
Your potion stations organized and free of clutter. Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
이거? 빨리.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd.
조용히 해,
What's
새끼야.
happening?
10%
Wait,
지 혼자
it's
있는.
not supposed to.
제발요.
again.
제발요. 쌤.
Well done, Gareth.
쌤 제발요 이상해요.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.
I brewed an Edorus potion as you asked, Professor.
Glad you managed to stay on task. Not every class is so eventful. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite persuasive. Glad you managed to resist. You've done well today. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. And you can keep that Fwooper feather. This time. That'll be all.
Oh, yeah. 알려준 거 하나도 없어, 이씨. 비켜, 이씨.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Revelio.
일로 가야 되는데 걸어가야 돼? 아이씨. 내가 언제 가냐?
My robes are going to reek for Gareth's inspiration for the rest of the...
어? 왜 그래? 너
That
괜찮니?
is not appropriate attire.
나? 새끼야 네가 뭔데?
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against trolls. You know, there is such a thing as trying too hard.
아, 이 새끼 나가면 뭐라고
Handy
중얼거리는 거야
resource
자꾸.
indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
다들 꺼져. 어? 야, 너 멋있다.
Revelio.
아, 나도. 뭐야?
I'd like to retire.
알고 있을 것 같아.
Revelio.
Revelio.
뭐야?
Revelio.
뭐야, 저 깨구리야?
Incendio.
들어가네. 아우 꼈어. 씨. 오 죽나? 안 죽네? 존나 단단하네.
Revelio.
I was destined.
이게 있네.
Revelio.
저 뒤에 문 있다. 용이다.
Revelio.
어이씨 깜짝이야. 이거 뭐야? 검출한 망토.
Revelio.
Do you suppose Black's children are as condescending and ill-tempered as he is?
Powers should be kept in the order.
Revelio.
I could wander the greenhouses for hours.
빗자루 타고 다니고 싶다. 언제 가냐 저기까지. 아 귀찮게 진짜. 병신 그렇게 하는 거 아닌데. 이건데.
Revelio.
과장하는 건가?
Levioso. Accio.
오!
Revelio. Revelio.
응? 나 이거 스카이림에서 봤어. 네티오나이.
Revelio.
뭘까? 이 집 뭐 하는 집이야? 으아! 아, 집 안에 있네? 이거 뭐야? 비켜봐.
Revelio.
야,
Levioso. Accio.
열려라 참깨냐?
Revelio.
뭐지?
Tego.
아이씨.
Revelio.
이게 아니야?
Expelliarmus! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Accio!
자,
Revelio. Ha! Accio! Revelio. Accio!
이 집에 한번 들어갔다 오자.
Revelio.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
빨리 가보자. 다 왔다.
It is good to see you, my friend.
어우, 살짝 뻐겁냐 눈이.